Hi guys, today I'm going to go through a basic Shito Ryu Kata. Now, just to emphasize, Shito Ryu is a different style karate, okay, different karate style. It is not the same practice and grade form, okay. So the thing with Shito Ryu Katas is they are quite nice, they still are powerful, okay. But there's lots of different moves that we learn and stances through these katas. So today I'm going to keep it simple. We're going to go through a kata called Shinsei ni. Shinsei ni. Some of it is very similar to Hyan Shodan. Okay, so that's how basic it can be. But there are a couple of moves and stances that are tricky, which I'll explain in detail. Okay guys, so let's go. Shinsei ni. Alright? So in these katas, we very often go into this position, guys. So I'll teach you that right now. Okay, so we start with a V stance. Okay, Bao Rei, silent Us. Okay, now this happens before very many Shito Ryu katas. Okay, most of those. So when you do a Shito Ryu kata, you're gonna be beginning with this kind of ceremony. So it's a bow, us. We shout the kata from this position, Shinsei ni, and the left hand goes on top of the back of the right hand. Okay, so this, I'll go close up for this, guys, on the front view. Okay, the lower view. So you'll also see it on the high view, but it's closer on the front view. So please refer to that video as well. So you bow, you shout the kata Shinsei ni, and you prepare in this position. Now the hands turn, go back a bit for this, and they kind of pivot and go to this position. Okay? Almost the same as Teki Shodan, which I was talking to you about this week. Okay, except okay, that's the finishing position. So left over right, so you bow, you shout the kata at this point, Shinsei ni, left over right, pivot, and you're ready. Okay, so from there, your left foot steps out, and you just open out into a small yoi. Okay, a bit smaller than what we usually do like this. This one is more in this way. Okay, so you step out to this position. All right, natural stance. Okay, so that's the beginning ceremony. Let me show you that again. So from a distance, bow, shout your kata here, Shinsei ni, step out, prepare, and then the kata will begin. Okay guys, so let's go. The first move when you've done the yoi is step forward and turn to your left. You're turning to your left and perform an inside block. Okay? Only difference is here that you probably haven't done before, many of you, is the Sanshin Dachi, hourglass stance. Okay, if you're brown belt and above, you probably have. So what happens is you step forward from here and you turn. Now if you can see that line that is on the floor, the black line, you can see my toes are on with the right foot, and then my heel's on it with my left foot. So the line's down the heel to the right toe. Left heel to right toe. Okay? And you perform an inside block, and you step forward through the middle in the same stance, and you punch. Okay? So let me just show you that again. Okay? So from yoi, you step forward and you turn this way. You block with your left hand, inside block, Sanshin Dachi. Okay? So if I show you at the front, the feet should be slightly inwards. Now, compared to Shotokan katas, Sanshin Dachi is not as severe in Shito Ryu katas, I find. In Shotokan, it should be more severely turned, if you like. Okay? Not so in these katas. Still turned in, but not to as much a degree. So the stance looks like this. You step through the middle and punch. That way. Okay, so that's how it happens. So let me show you this way. Okay, you step, inside block, step punch, Sanshin Dachi. Okay, the next move will be stepping back, Gedambarai into Sumo stance. Okay, so let me show you that from here. So from here, step forward, look to your left, inside block, Sanshin Dachi, step punch. Okay, step back into Sumo stance, Gedambarai. Okay, and the next move, hook punch, right arm. Okay, so that happens this side as well. So let's do that again. Okay, so from Yoi, okay, inside block, punch, step back, Gedambarai, hook punch. Sumo stance. You've got to sit in that sumo stance. Same as in horseback stance, which Shotokan do a lot of. In Shito Ryu Katas, it's all sumo stances. There's no horse. There is horseback stance in Shito Ryu style, but not the same. Okay, but in the katas, most katas are only with sumo stance. So feet 45, knees out. This is the position, hook punch. Okay? So let's do that part again. Okay, so let me show you that. From natural stance, step forward, right leg into Sanshin, left hand inside block, step punch, right hand, step back into Sumo stance, Gedambarai, downward block, left hand. Okay? And again, you want to try and line that up. Hook punch. Okay? Excuse me. So that's the first 4 moves. Now the same happens this side. So let's have a look. Let's see that again. Okay? So, natural stance. Okay? Step 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the next moves are the same. So in that position, you step up with the left leg. Okay? And you inside block with the right arm, step punch, left arm, step back, Gedambarai, right arm, hook punch, left arm. Okay, so that's the first moves, both sides. Okay, notice they're the same. So let's do it again, right through slow from the start. So you would bow, you shut the kata, Shinsei ni. Ceremony, step out, left leg, begin kata. 1, 2, 3, 4, left leg, 1 inside, 2, 3, punch, 4, Gedambarai, hook punch. Okay, so this is the position you finish in at the start. Next moves, you step this way diagonally, you look, slightly come in and then go into front stance. Rising block, step punch. Okay, so the front leg comes back through the middle, rising block, step punch. Then to the front downward block. Okay, so that's the first part. Now, as you can see, okay, almost similar things are happening as in the Kion Yan Shodan kata, same things either side. Okay, now the next part of the kata will be quite easy for people. Okay, so again, from Gedambarai, the next moves, punch, punch, spear hand. So let me just go back to the start. So from here, 1, 2, step back, 3, 4, back leg, inside block, step punch, step back, sumo stance, hook punch. Slightly through the middle, rising block, step punch, slide through the middle, rising block, step punch, down block. Okay, so 2 punches like in Kion, punch, punch, And the final punch is, sorry, the final third attack is not actually a punch, it's a spear hand. Okay? Spear hand. Punch but with hand open. Okay? Same as the punch but with hand open. Alright? That's the first half. It actually is past the halfway mark. So, that's the first half. Okay? We clear about that? So let's move on to the second part. Now the second part, I will show you this way, then I will show you in the opposite direction so you can see what I'm doing. Very similar to Yan Yondan now, those of you that know Yan Yondan, but you go into a cat stance. So cat stance is also something you're going to learn. Let me show you what it looks like. Cat stance looks like this. Most of the weight is on the back leg. The foot is approximately 30 degrees. Okay. You drop most of your weight there. You put your ball of your foot on the floor with the front leg. Line it up as you can see, and you go as low as you can. Okay, and that's cat stance. And when you move forward in cat stance, it's like this. You're not going to be moving forward in cat stance. You're actually just going to assume the cat stance. Okay, so from here, what happens is this. You turn, you face the corner, inside block, cat stance. You kick, you double punch. Kick in leg, arm punch first, then punch again reverse. Okay? Now I'm going to go through this facing this way, but I want to do it as the kata is for now. Then you come up, you block, right side, cat stance, kick, left leg, punch left, punch right. Move the front leg to face the front, get danbarai, downward block, and now you step and do rising block 3 times, okay? 1, 2, 3, all in front stance. And let me finish the kata for you. This is how it comes up. You go into cat stance. You do what we call kake shuto. Slow, catch in hand, knife hand block. Okay? It's like a catch in hand, knife hand block. So from front stance, rising. Back leg comes in. Okay, you cat stance. You do a reverse punch. And now before you come up, let me go closer. This is quite advanced hand move now. Okay, so watch carefully. From there, this hand goes like this, like a circle. You circle and you push with both hands. Okay, almost with this and this, but also front of the hands as well. Okay, front of the hands. So from the rising block, the third rising block, you turn, kake shuto, reverse punch. Now this is fast, let me show you slow. Block, so circle block, push, and then you come back to V stance, and the same ceremony as you started, left over right, hand side, bow. So that's the whole kata. Now let me show you the part. Let me go through the beginning again, and then I'll show you the second part when I turn facing you. Okay? So, kata begins. Shinsei ni. Step out. Right leg, hourglass. Sanchin-dachi, hourglass stance. Hourglass stance is a name for Sanchin-dachi. Okay? So, step back, get down for right hook punch. Left leg comes up to Sanchin-dachi. This way, Uchi-yuki. Step in Sanchin-dachi punch. Step back. Sumo stance, get down for right hook punch. Still looking that way. Then you turn. Bring the leg slightly in, step, rising block, step punch. Okay, so let me come this way a bit. Okay. 1, 2, diagonally. Same this way. 1, 2. And then get down right to the front. Okay, 3 punches. Sorry, 2 punches. 1 in front stance. 2 spear hand ki-ai. Okay, ki-ai's there. So now let me show you facing this way what happens. Okay, so spear hand, turn myself this way. Okay, so back leg comes in, corner of the room, inside block cat stance, kick right leg, punch right arm, punch left arm. Front leg comes in, this way diagonal, right arm block inside, kick, left leg, punch left arm, both Judan. Okay, and then step to face the front, which will be that way, get down the right, and it'll be 3 rising blocks, front stance, ki-ai on the rising block. Okay, on the 3rd rising block. Okay, so the next move is the last few moves, which I explained. Okay, and you come back to start. Okay, so that's Shinsei ni. So let me just go over that last bit again with a bit more detail. Okay, so assuming you got the first bit, which we explained quite okay in detail. Okay, and the idea of Sanshin Dachi, which is an advanced stance, by the way, beginners, so don't be hard on yourself. Okay, but then it gets a little easier. Rising block punch, rising block punch, downward block, punch, front stance, punch, front stance, step, spear hand, ki-ai. Okay, so from there we will turn inside block fast, inside block cat stance kick, right leg, punch right arm, punch left, through right arm block, kick left leg, punch left, punch right, both chew down, downward block, face that way straight, 3 rising blocks, front stance, 1, 2, ki-ai, last few moves, kake, punch, circular, push, come back, yeah. And that's Shinsei ni, guys, okay? So let me just explain a couple of the arm movements before we finish. So we've got this last bit, which is cat stance, okay, and it's a nice smooth move you want. You're imagining taking the arm down, catching it and punching, okay? So it could be a defense of a knife hand. Okay, an attack with a knife. That's what kind of thing you're doing. So from there, block, punch. Now this bit, let me get a bit closer with this screen. Okay, so I'm closer to the video, the lower view. Okay, so if you're watching the higher view, please refer to the lower view. Block. Okay, so from this position, as I say, the punch, block, and this hand sweeps under, and it's almost like you block something coming in, and then you do almost what we just said, this with that arm. Your hands come here and you push, slow motion. So you turned, 1, punch, 2, circular, hand to this one low, this one higher, push, and that's the position of the hands, and then you come back to V dance. Okay, so if you're watching up here, I will show you as well. So this move in the cat stance, okay, punch, okay, watch, and then you push and you come back from, okay, yeah, V stance. Oosh. Okay guys, so that's Shinsei ni, okay. I'll go through it once more and then we'll finish off, okay? One thing to bear in mind with Shito Ryu Katas and Shotokan, the comparison, the front stances traditionally they are shorter front stances. However, as kata has modernized, stances in all styles, especially Shitori and Shotokan, I see, and we see many people now doing the front stance the same way, almost the same length. But traditionally, from Master Gichin Funakoshi, who used to do front stance, and it's shown in pictures like this, Shotokan went to this, okay, this severity of front stance, really deep, but Shito Ryu, again, went to a shorter. However, traditionally, and pictures show this, the stances for Shito Ryu front stance are very short as well, okay? But it's changed. So the front stances, if you do, you guys watching this are obviously training with Kansai, so just do the stances the same length, the front stance is the same length. Okay, that's the message. So, I'll try and go a little fast, okay, but I'll have to adjust from the, for me to get the kata in. Okay, Shinsei ni. Hey! Hey! Okay guys, hope that makes sense. Any questions, just get back to me. Okay, thanks a lot.